Uh, 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 do with production, doing it wrong gaming.
Welcome to Decontamination Dilemma. In this scenario, Happy will have to go around the map looking for a water pump valve and a circuit breaker, fixing them, and then getting to the decontamination tent. Each round there is going to be a rad wind that moves from the left side of the map to the right, and that will be moving at a yellow range marker and will hit me with 1 rad damage each turn that I can save. We've got 2 tests that we need to do on the rusty water and the corroded water pump, and basically the objective is to fix those 2 things, get to the contamination tent and be done with it. So the story, not so rad now. Whispers of the old world can be found everywhere, frozen in time, forgotten by most. These relics often get no attention by those of value, and some by the trash that wander the wasteland. Exploring these sites can be useful, finding items of value or coming across age-old stories of people's lives. That's what makes places like these somewhat enjoyable. Entertainment through the suffering of those who came before and profit from the items they abandoned in exchange for the afterlife. Military outposts can be found all across the wasteland. They were set up in populated areas to keep an oppressive form of law and order across the decaying states of America. Most military outposts were purged of all of its valuables during the first days of the apocalypse, but that doesn't stop people from looking. You wander around at first on the lookout for telling signs of an ambush or booby traps, just like how the wasteland taught you to. You make it to the other end of the camp and find nothing out of ordinary within the camp, but outside its borders. It was difficult for the military to set up outposts on land that valued capitalistic consumerism over freedom and untouched soil. With stores with private residentials littering the free world, they got creative where they set up, and sometimes creatively, borders stupidity. The military outpost you find yourself wondering is housed next to a radiation disposal ground. Your Pip-Boy's inbuilt Geiger counter ticks every other moment. You tell yourself you're at no real danger from this distance. You stand there like a lighthouse on the shore of a storm, watching the invisible radioactive hurricane ravage the ground and sky that lay between. Your Pip-Boy ticks a little faster as a slight breeze meets your face. Moments later, you become aware of the aggressive ticking and the huge gusts of wind bombarding you. The issue with an offshore storm is that it always finds its way inland eventually. So I made a few stuff-ups in the previous scenario that I did, not including Heroic giving me action points on a blue dice roll at the start of Happy's activation. Also having 1 extra hit point, which would have been quite handy. But anyway, we are going to be rolling at 226 points. So Happy's going to be equipped with Lone Wanderer, Heroic, the Volt Armor, a laser rifle, which might not be good against Milox, but we'll see. Cruising with the Baden. He still has a water and a stim pack left from the previous game, and will also be lugging around a 10mm pistol. I did decide to sell the hunting rifle, so with the hunting rifle sold and the I had a Nuka drink. I've ended up with 19 caps left over, and I spent the money on Lone Wanderer. So Lone Wanderer will give me an extra 2 hit points, so that gives him a total of 8 hit points, and then increases each of his damage resistances. The skill up ended up being on Perception, so he's got a Perception of 5. I also stuffed up the explanation of leveling up, but hopefully we'll go through that at the end. Now the enemy forces, they'll be comprised of 2 Mirelurks. These have a strength of 5 and 6 hit points and have a resistance to energy for free. These guys are going to be hard to kill. There is also going to be, so there's 2 of those. There's going to be 1 soft shell Mirelurk, which is going to have 5 hit points with a strength of 4. It is a bit easier to hit with an energy resistance of 2. And then there's going to be 3 3 Mirelurk hatchlings, which also don't have any resistances except for radiation and have 3 hit points. This is the board set up. So we have quite a few investigation tokens. I'll bring the camera up. There we go. Maybe we should. Got 7 investigation markers. Over there, and 1 by the bus. We are deploying here. The Mirelurks have deployed orange along here. I did it randomly, rolling a D6. So that was section 1, section 2, section 3. This guy here is going to be my soft shell Mirelurk because he's got the green stuff on top, and then the other 2 Mirelurks are there. This is the decontamination tent that Happy needs to get to once we find number 1 and number 2, and then fix them. The Brotherhood messenger went missing around here. The recovery team had given up trying to find the tactical survey notes the messenger was carrying. Now they've left, maybe you can find them. Could contain some useful insights. The notes are in the messenger's attaché case. Only problem? Those attaché cases are notoriously booby-trapped. I don't think I'm saying that right, but sure. Attaché. Find the case, set up, if not already present, which we do not have. Add those 4 tokens. If we get this one and resolve it, we get 2 boosts in the next battle. If we do not take any damage, we get 3. So I've set it up just there. All right, so round 1. Okay, round 1, just rolling for a quick action, which we did. So what we will end up doing is, it's being pre-measured. It's 1 move, 2 moves. Let's flip this over. We've got a blank. Now, a blank means that we get a Rad-Away. Could get the chance of getting a Rad-Away, so we just need a 5, and we didn't. So Happy will be moving to there. At the end of the round, the wind comes in. So next round will most likely be affected by the incoming rad wind. Now I'm going to move these guys up. The soft shell and the Mirelurk hatchlings, they rolled attack, so they've just moved up. This Mirelurk has rolled objective. These 2 little guys rolled objective as well. And this one up here has moved up to attack. So now we're going to round 2. We have a supply drop. A crate falls from the vertibird as it passes overhead. Place a searchable face up in a random direction, yellow, from a random model with the highest luck. Seeing if we've got a quick action. Oh yeah, we do. So I have pre-rolled the item. The item is going to be an Institute Division head coat, which will give me some 2 bonuses and 1 negative. So with the quick action, so I'll move, quick action, and then move again. I think I'm in range. Yes, so we can see that one. I cannot see that one. So we can flip this. Oh yeah. All right, so we've got an objective to do. I am, though, at the end of this turn, inside the wind. The soft shell rolled objective. He's coming here. This one rolled attack, so he's coming out. This fella rolled attack, so he's coming out. The 2 hatchlings at the back, they've retreated. And this guy over here has also come up to attack. I will now roll for the radiation, and then we'll go into turn 3. Rolling for radiation damage at the end of the round. So we've blocked it, and then we'll go into round 3, and I'll draw an event. For round 3, uncertain where it is exactly, the still air allows the sound of a radio to drift across the battlefield. You just heard Crawl Out Through the Fallout. Thank you, Travis. And then we've got our next card that is coming up is a flip, which is a Brahmin Stampede. The earth-shattering sound of Brahmin Stampede brings the fight to a short halt as the strugglers rush to get out of harm's way. Any model that spends any part of the activation within red of the battlefield edge tests agility at the end of its activation. So that is next round. All right, let's see if we've got a quick action. Oh man, I'm doing well with these quick actions. Okay, so first of all, we are rolling. We're in short distance. So we're going to be doing a black and a blue, and I get a yellow for Lone Wanderer. I need 5s to hit. That's great, another quick action. So that is going to be 1 damage. So the energy resist of a Mirelurk is 3. So he's going to take 1 damage. All right, second shot. Oh, we've got a crit, which is nice. We've got 2 bottle caps and another damage. So that will pump up my crit meter, which is very nice. We're doing 3 damage, so we're going to ignore the armor. So his armor will come down to 2. So the way I understand it, I can use both these bottles to ignore an armor. So 2 will go through, 1 will be blocked. Now I'm going to be using my quick action. So this will be -2 to hit. So this will be a hit with an armor break. So an armor break reduces his armor down to 2, and he takes 2 more damage. So just a quick note, I did roll a quick action on the first roll, so I decided that I should have a prepare action. You can't gain quick actions off quick actions, so I don't know how it is in building them up. So let's just say that I rolled it, put down a prepare, and then use my other quick action for the shot. So I'm going to shoot the soft shell Mirelurk with my crit. Oh, we're going to do a lot of damage, so we're definitely ignoring. We're going to do 4, 5, 6, 7. The soft shell Mirelurk has resistance of 2. So it takes all of that damage and gets vaporized. So Happy critically hit this guy. He's down. I'll have to go over there and loot his body for some food. This guy's retreated. This one has also retreated. This guy moved up to the next objective. He decided to retreat, so I've left him where he is. And this one decided to go for his objective. I then need to roll for the radiation. I'll do it now. So I survive, not taking a radiation point. Then this round is the Brahmin Stampede. So I'm going to be making some agility tests as, I can't take that red one. This guy is now in. These 2 are in. And this guy's just got in. So if he gets hit, he's definitely dead. So I'll roll them now. So Mirelurks have an agility of 3. Let's see, for the one that only has 1 hit point left by the bus, he survives. The hatchlings both have agility of 4, so one of them fails and the other one fails. So they both take damage, and then the other Mirelurk also takes a damage. All right, so do we get a quick action? No, we don't. So we'll just be doing the one objective. So we're just going to move up to there. I'll do this objective. So we're just rolling to see if we turn on the circuit using my perception of 5. Yes, so we simply just turn on the switch. So end of round 4, most of the critters ran away. This guy here ran. The hatchlings actually got quite aggressive and they moved forward. This guy decided for his objective, and the one up the back also retreated. So then we are going to go into round 5, but firstly let's see if I take a radiation damage. I do not. The radiation is now up to here. So, event card. Wet ground. Days of heavy rain mean much of the ground rapidly turns to mud. Before attempting a melee attack, test agility. If you fail, it's -2. Ew. And we do have a flip. So next round will be each model may perform a maximum of 1 action that is a movement during its activation. Quick actions are not affected. So I've still got the advantage. So we're just seeing if we've got a quick action. We do. So what we'll do is we'll search for some food and then I'll move, see what this one is. Let's just do the movement now. I'm gonna come so then I can see it but not have to do it. Maybe we should just search it anyway. We'll flip it. And then we'll do another move. All right, so at the end of the round, unfortunately, I rolled 1s and 3s for these guys, except for this one, who rolled an objective, and I figured it'd be better rather than hanging around this one. He should come over here. So, retreated, and going for the objective. So now we're going to round 6, in which we have the forest fire. So smoke from the hills hangs in the air, making it difficult to see with confidence. So we will see whether I get a quick action, and we'll also roll for radiation damage. I still don't take any radiation damage. This is good. Quick action. I believe I get quick action off that. So I'll use 1 action to search, then I'll do a move, and then I'll do a quick action. And then we've also got a flip event for the next one. So lots of bloat flies. Maximum distance of any movement action is yellow. Next turn. Cool. Rolling for Rad-Away. Excellent. So I picked up a Rad-Away and then I'm going to do my moves. So I just altered where Happy did his quick action too. So it's just going to be on that terrain piece. Shooting at a Mirelurk, it will be -2 to hit because of the cover from the barricades, and he's going to have +1 to his armor. So I will be hitting on 3. Oh, that's handy. So that becomes 3 with an armor break, and I will set him on fire. I think setting him on fire is going to be better because I don't think I'm going to quite get through the armor. So he's going to have an armor value of 4, coming down to a 3, and this will be for 2 damage. So he saves 1, takes 1, and I'll add 1 more crit to my laser rifle and put him on fire. All right, so just to finish off what occurred, the Mirelurks all retreated, so I bunched them up, make it sound like they're going to get some relief when they're nice and close to each other. We're just going to roll luck for the fire. So it continues. They only got 1 action, so he's going to use an action to bury himself under the ground. Let's see if we get under a 3. We do not, so he remains on fire. Then we've got the radiation. The radiation will be moving up another yellow, which will bring it up to there. Half the board now, over half the board. So let's roll for our radiation again. Oh no, I've seen what that is. Oops. So no radiation again. Then we're going to go into the next round, which is round 6. Maximum distance of any action is yellow. Cool. So now we're in round 6. We'll get started. Okay. I know what it is, but that was what I was going to go to anyway. So I'm just going to see if I got a quick action so I can do what I have planned. Hey, another quick action. So basically we do a yellow move over here. Then we take a quickie from the couch, put myself on this side of that token, Much ample room. And then hopefully I'm inside of black. To see what that is. Just inside. Not that I showed you that I was just inside. Happy? Oh! Okay, can I see the other one? Doesn't really matter. So, objective is get this, get that, kill them. So as I understand it, because I've revealed the danger, I need to pull out the danger. We've got dizzy. You are uncertain why, but a wave of dizziness overwhelms you for a moment. Test agility. Oh crap, my agility's 3. 7. Looks like I am dazed. Okay, so my last action ended up having to remove the stun marker, so I didn't get to shoot these guys. These 3 have all retreated, so they basically stayed still. The guy that's on fire took a damage, so he's on 4 damage, and he wanted the objective. This guy, I was very lucky because he would have charged me, but he was unable to charge me because of all the bloat flies. So let's just roll for the fire, and it's off. No more fire. And then we'll go into round 7. Okay, so the end of round 6 into round 7. Interestingly enough, I was just outside of the wind, so I don't have to roll for the radiation. We will be picking up an event card, recruitment beacon, basically nothing. Jessica, we need you. Fantastic. I'm going to roll for my quick action. Oh, got another quick action. My God. I don't think I've missed that. So I'm basically going to shoot and then shoot. And then if that doesn't work, quick action shoot. Or I'll come out this way with a move. Let's see. So first shot into the fully wounded. I just need to do 1 wound. I'm shooting on 5s. Oh man, I'm getting lucky today. All right, so that is just hitting a 5 with 1 armor break. His armor value goes down to 2. This is for 2 damage. So he takes 1 damage and he is down. Let's put him down. Then we got a little crit meter. Ding. And then we're going to shoot the next guy. All right, we will. He's on 4 damage, so I can make 2 damage. Ignore armor, which would kill him. Would it not? That would put him to 6. So let's just kill him. So we put 2 damage through. So he blocks 2 damage, and then 2 damage will go through with the Coke bottles. So he's also dead. Then I've got my quick action, so I'm going to move forward so I can loot a Lilac. So just before we go into round 8, this guy was aggressive and he came up. If he had a red charge, he would have hit me, but the yellow just kept him at bay. And these 2, again, I keep rolling 1s and 2s. So now I didn't move very far, so the radiation is coming up here. So I again do not take any radiation damage. Into round 8 we go. We've got vertibirds overhead. No sooner than they heard, the 4 vertibirds dart past above overhead, fading into the distance to the southeast. So, quick action. Oh man, so good. So I've decided to shoot the hatchling, and then we'll go from there. So first shot, hitting a 5, did not. Second shot, 5, 3 damage. He's got no armor, so he will be killed. So I'll kill him. I'll use my quick action to then grab an item, which will end up being holy water, because that's a food. We'll add that, and then I will see if the other guys want to move. All right, so before we go into round 9, let's roll for our radiation. Ooh, I'm taking the radiation damage. These guys both rolled aggression, so he's going to end up having a bonus to his charge. It will still be my go first because I am outnumbered. So for this round, an uninvited guest, unfamiliar silhouette is present on the battlefield. A player without the advantage marker adds a red thing from. All right. So for the combat, another quick action. All right. So I'm going to be using my baton. Beat this little dude up. Oh yeah, that's a crit. So that's an armor break. So that's straight up 2 damage. So the 2 damage ended up killing the Mirelurk hatchling. I am now going to use my quick action to move into combat. Then I'm going to take a black damage dice and let's see what we can do. Oh, another crit. That will put me my crit meter all the way up, but everything will be dead if... Yeah, he doesn't get a roll. So everything's dead. So now I've just got to pace the wasteland at my own leisure. All right, so before we go into round 10, I saved that. Let's pull out an event. We've got quiet, reactions, all skill tests are +2. That's good. So let's see, quick action, no quick action. So I'm just gonna have to do a little move, make sure I'm touching both of them, and then I will roll for this. With this event, I've got +2, so I'm looking for 7s. I've got a 7, fantastic. Able to turn the pipe on. So then we go to the end of the round as there's no more monsters, and let's try to finish the quest off. Okay, let's see if we've got a quick action. We do, so we'll loot a crab, then we'll do 2 moves, which I've only got 1 space left for another item, so we're gonna come over to here. And we've got this one to resolve. This one is actually for the quest. Unlucky stray shot, wrong place at the wrong time. You don't even hit a shot. Roll a yellow dice. If any armor break is shown, select 1 weapon at random, excluding the improvised weapon. This model cannot use the selected weapon until it's spent an action to repair it. That's fun. Well, let's see anyway. Nope, safe. Cool. So that means I get 3 boosts, I think. Yeah, I suffered no damage from the danger card, so then we can just go to the end of the round. Radiation, saved. Event. Add investigation marker green from any battlefield edge. Draw a stranger card. I don't care. We're just going to move to the contamination tent and complete the scenario. So Happy's completed the scenario. Woo! Lots of quick actions for him. Now, we have decided to sell the, what do we collect? Some holy water, gecko kebab, tarberry, and the Institute Division head coat. So that's 4 items. They've been sold for 37 caps. I've gone up a level, so we are putting up perception 1 more to make it 6. And then we're purchasing tech, which is leader ability, which gives an aura for hacking, a green and a yellow. And he's also going to get another free luck. Not that I've been using the luck, but I will hopefully remember as I continue to play. So we end up with a couple of caps left. We've got about 30 caps. We're gonna buy a power generator. I'll work out the caps cost later, but we'll basically have a power generator and then we'll move on to the next spot. I guess we'll continue going north. Thanks for watching.